6 months later, I was still the owner of a house I had never expected to inherit. Most people assumed I sold it. Honestly, I almost did. The repairs were expensive, the drive was long, and part of me wondered if holding on to the house meant holding on to grief that wasn't even mine. But every time I prepared to put it on the market, I remembered Grandma, and I remembered Daniel, the boy I never met, but somehow felt connected to. Then one day, while going through an old box in the attic, I found Daniel's journal. Inside were dreams, simple dreams. He wanted to become a pilot. He wanted to travel. He wanted a family. He wanted a home filled with laughter. And one sentence stopped me. If I ever have children, I hope they always know they are loved, I cried, because suddenly on Daniel wasn't just a name. He was a son, a brother, a dreamer, a young man whose life ended too soon. And that's when I made a decision. I wasn't going to sell the house. I was going to restore it. Not for me, not for money, but for memory. Over the next year, my mother and I worked together, and something beautiful happened. For the first time in decades, she started talking about her brother. The stories came back, the laughter came back, the tears came back, and somehow he came back too. Not physically, but in memory. One afternoon, after finishing the repairs, my mother stood in the living room, looked around, and quietly whispered, "Mom would have loved this." Then she smiled, and for the first time in years, I saw peace on her face. A few months later, we placed a small frame above the fireplace. It contained the same photograph that started everything, and beneath it were words I chose myself. Gone too soon, forgotten by none, loved forever. And as I stood there, I realized something. Grandma never gave me a house. She gave me a responsibility to remember. And in remembering Daniel, we healed a wound our family had carried for almost 50 years. Because sometimes the greatest gift we can give those we love is to make sure their story doesn't end with their death. Follow Tales by Jordan for more real tales that touches the heart.